Greetings there, my fellow base builders. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld: The Boundless Witch. Episode 33. Our defense is a mighty undertaking. So before I leave, let's go ahead and reap what efforts we had made. There's not a lot of room for like putting out fires or whatever, but this is like a minimum sized geothermal geyser room, and we'll get Witch to start to build it. And that should solve a lot of our power problems where we can stop relying on chem gens. We could probably even get rid of or uninstall the electro harvester, as it's only allowing the site sealer to escape more frequently. And then send Witch to go smash a smoke jenny. In fact, did I ever have a... Yeah, I have a smithy, right? Yeah. Let's uninstall this, put a smithy in, and have her smithy up a breach axe. 2. Just a little extra oomph. So I'm not standing there all day long. Just smash. It takes too long. Attack immediately. This is the other map tile. And then Balkoots Trader coming in. Cool. Sweet. Gonna add this to the home zone. Likewise, I should probably add this to... And everything else is right. Nice. Alright, before I leave, let's go ahead and trade with the tribal bulk goods. I'm going to sell the insect jelly for silver, and it's really too bad they don't have any vegetables for me to buy. If, like, pemmican. I might sell the pemmican, because, like, the chance of me having a guest that wants to eat is pretty low. I'm going to sell some of the remaining, leathers as well. The Gao seed, and that's almost all the money they have. Just about. I still have that slice cap, that's funny. Meaning to smelt it for, like, forever. And they told me about ancient warriors. A captain and a soldier with a unique masterwork. Spicy. Tempting. Spicy. So the smoke spear is not too far away. It's noon. Let's have Witch make a breach axe for funsies so I can smash it up real good. And we're going to make this breach axe out of uranium for the extra breach. Oh, I don't really need to turn these off, do I now? Yeah, power is not a huge problem anymore. In fact, let's turn off the chem gen, because I really don't need that on. Children yearn to do art in the freezer. It's their favorite activity. Let's finally smelt the slice cap. Yeah, let's do it. Smelt apparel. Oh, no, that's destroy. Smelt apparel. Slice. 1. And it's an excellent breach axe. Me likey. It's 8 p.m., so I think I'm going to wait for the morning to go clear the raid site, so that I don't have to, like, caravan rest, because that'd be a bit of a waste of my time. I will also say, despite the fact that I'm on, like, childcare 1, Joker has had, like, no growth here. Like, no progress at all. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm just not great at it. Caring for the education of that kid. It's not my fault. Alright, so the metal slag zone, I'm going to reduce radius so we don't go running all over the map for it. Any slag that's out here, I will trigger to haul. You're okay. A parallel weapon. There's the slice. Finally getting rid of it. I'm also going to uninstall the electro harvester. I don't think it's necessary anymore, and all it's doing is increasing the chance that the sight stealer gets pissed and runs off. All that for 4 class steel? Yeah, still worth it. It removes some wealth too. It's actually like pretty useful. And it is morning, so Witch, you're going to go out to the site by your lonesome. I actually don't think I really need backup for this, because generally the, they're gonna be just, like, sleeping, and she'll just smash it with an axe and leave. And if it looks sketchy, I'll just, like, leave and go back. I don't have to fight. I can return a week later. The growth rate isn't so horribly affected by the light level that you know, I'm needed to smash it immediately. I'd like to, but... Well, we're definitely clearing the Petrawood. Slowly. I don't think there's any melee weapons we particularly care for, so keep smelting the steel spear, that's fine. And hopefully no one at home will have issues while Witch is away. Like no sight stealers get freaky. I could also do electro inhibitors. I would really only do that for like more dangerous entities though, to try to lock them down. It's probably not worth it. And with 13 meals, she should have enough time to destroy the smoke spewer and then come back for all the rice and corn. That would be my prediction. Joker, how have you been doing? He's been doing his job. Credit where credit is due. Are you still moving? Yeah, okay, good. She is still moving. I was wondering about that, whether, because she never has to sleep, whether it would, like, force a caravan rest. Because it shouldn't, right? She doesn't have to sleep, she doesn't have to eat. In fact, she's gaining... yeah, she's gaining food. Because, she forages on her way there. Alright, so here it is. Are the sluggers? They should be off. Are they off? Yeah, they're sleeping. And the countdown activator is in 4.5 days. Mechs woke up, but like, there aren't any physical mechs to chase me, so as long as I keep line of sight blocked, I'm fine. Actually, forget the steel. I'd rather march home faster. And let's exit north. Threat cleared. No backup needed. Done. Effective. Alright, growth rate. Much higher. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe stop for Horseclaw? Yeah, let's check the other map tile. I don't really have... The issue is I barely have any food to attempt. No, I'm actually going to decide against that. I could stop for a Fluffalo. What's the trainability? None? No, I'm not going to bother. The reason why I'm voting against that is Horseclaws have a chance for revenge. And unless I have backup to protect me in the attempt, I am risking a lot by trying to tame without backup. Especially given that I have, like, a breach axe, which isn't a particularly great weapon for stopping an animal from killing me. So, not today. God, there's so many Omu here. Why? So I'm pushing towards fabrication tech. Joker's lessons. I mean, it says you're progressing at like 0.9 a day, which is pretty high. Your learning rate isn't terrible. It's just like the growth here is awfully low. Because we didn't start when they were like 3. We started when they were 10. So it's such a brutal disadvantage. Slept in the cold. Alright. And which will be home? Oh, shoot. What tile? Okay, it's on the other tile. I don't need to worry about it. Cool. Because I wouldn't want it blocking her return. So the trick with the fences... I'm probably going to want to construct more physical defenses here. And a fallback defenses incorporating deadfall traps makes a lot of sense. And we do have we have a little bit of uranium to be able to build a few more mini turrets. And as I said, the idea is to build walls to choke point around this marsh, forcing enemies to come into the marsh slowly while we shoot them. And then, like, maybe... I'm not exactly sure how I want to lay it out. I haven't thought it over too hard. But, like, opening this up to basically just a U-shaped kill box. And, like, smoothing it out so there's no cover. Making, like, designing it in some way, even if it has to be, like this, you know, where we use only a fraction of the space. Terrain affordance isn't horrible, it's not great. There's some marshy stuff in the way. But design in some way that we can force enemies to come into a death box. Because that's going to that's going to stop most of the average enemies that are coming to mess with us. Which is going to be a big benefit. So we were down to 0 meals, just in time. And she is almost not a child anymore. Now, the other thing that I was considering as a rule change is once she's 18, having the rule that she only takes children, that her age or younger will no longer apply, but basically children only. And I'm not even going to put it up to the poll. I think she's just basically going to be an orphanage at that point. I'm not going to kick out adults, but we're never going to offer refuge to anyone that is an adult. They will have to be children. Because at this point, she's within a year of 18, so let's just say that rule goes into effect. That it's children only. You get your adult background at, what, 21, though? So it's going to be a little hard to tell, like, what age they are unless the pawn specifically informs us, but still. I mean, that's the plan. And we're still... Wait, are you No, you're reading. You're just blocking... Oh, that's annoying. Actually, you know what? That's so annoying. Then I'm going to move the chair. The reason being... Oh, these are enemies coming in. The reason being, I can't research... So they're dropping here? Oh, crap. Actually, that's kind of fine. Witch can't research if they're actively blocking me. Wow. Okay. 8 enemies for 4 children. A little overkill, but cool. Good lord. Alright, they're stealing what they can to try to leave. I'll be waiting for them. What do you have? Sentience. You have gold. Alright, Witch, chase down Gizmo. You guys kill Ida. And now they're fleeing. Gizmo dropped. So they're gonna get a charge lance. Maybe? But that's probably it at most. Any of them young? No? Okay, well, like, that oddly worked out. I basically murdered them all but one as they were trying to flee. And Witch won't likely be able to catch an adult because they're faster. Trying to catch hises. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But yeah, I mean, no, that could have been a lot worse. Alright, I know, sorry, dead bodies, I know. Okay, pets! Time to haul corpses. Now, it's another reason why, a storage room, and that was in the poll, I think, of what to build. Yes, it is. Why a storage room here is like a bad idea, because it does put everything vulnerable. I'm also very impressed how many of those raiders stepped over these spike traps without setting them off. Honestly, unbelievable how effective their nimbleness was. Because, what the hell? Like, I had spike traps in the path for a reason, and they weren't, they didn't do anything. Any gear smelt? I didn't see any recon armor or marine armor or anything like that, so probably not. Because that would be the only things I'm really particularly concerned about. This plasteel will get hauled in at some point. I'm not too worried about that either. It doesn't decay. The stuff that decays is the concern. Oh, also, I could have drafted Vermeer. I totally overlooked that. So, animals. You should be hauling that. Okay. So hopefully in the morning the fox squirrels will move those bodies out. They did bring Yayo. They like, or Flaker, I guess. They might have given me more wealth than they stole. Mostly because weapons only sell for like 1/7 of their value. So they took a charge lance at 1/7 of its value and then dropped off 21 flake at me. I might actually be coming out ahead. Maybe. I don't know for sure. But it's possible. Which is funny. Yeah, the lance was rarer and more useful. I don't Yeah, I mean, if I could have gotten it back, I would have. I just couldn't, so it's moot. Is this for slag? I'm just gonna make this... Yeah, it was for slag. There we go. Pepper. 19. Oh, well, you're too old, pal. Enjoy your bleeding. Because you don't belong to a faction I care about. No new news on the Grey Flesh, no. There was the Spectre of Grey Flesh, and then no follow-up. Sometimes it takes a while for follow-up to occur, and it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. If I don't hear anything for like a year for it, it can go dormant for that long. It's kind of absurd, but it is what it is. Oh! Speaking of which, discovered Grey Flesh. This could be honestly anyone. Again. Okay. We can try to do surgeries. The trouble is, I don't know that it isn't witch. So, in that case, I'm going to load up the hospital with turrets, ready to go buzzsaw the metal horror if it pops. I'm a little worried about the turrets actually like overlapping, exploding one another, but like it's a risk I'm going to take. So adding to the priority and Grey Flesh, we're going to try to root out what or who it is. I'm actually really surprised that I have it, because I know Joker came with Grey Flesh. And I think what I can do is I can, like, rule everyone out except for Witch and have Witch go last. So I might test Morrow and then Joker again. Or Joker first and then Morrow, like go in reverse order of severity. Because I don't really want to have to deal with if it's Witch. As she's the doctor, it's going to cause a big problem. And then the other thing I want to do is the dormant mechs. Let's relocate you to the foot of the bed. So that we're ready to stop the flesh. If Witch goes last, then does everyone know? Well, once they're cleared of it, I don't know, maybe. But I don't really want to do Witch first either. A distress signal and a royal tribute. I might actually give up some more of my gold for royal tribute, just so I'm sitting on less wealth. As like a safety thing. Can pets be Metal Horde? They cannot, no. Okay. Trade a little gold for a little honor. Alright, Joker. Everyone, come here. Joker, you're going first. I know it's not fun, because it's not your first time. You lost a leg the last time this happened, but we're going to test you. Seriously. You're missing an ear and a jaw now. Well, I guess that answers that. Maybe not definitively. I suppose what I'll do is I'm going to assume it's over, and then if the same aqua, whatever it was, gray flesh pops back out, I'll know that it's not over, that it was multiple. No way, I take that back, because I think if it erupts out of one, it erupts out of all. I'm 99% sure of that. So, because they're all like linked and they emerge all at once. So, yeah, I mean, Joker, I'm sorry about your jaw. We'll give you dentures for now. And once we have bionics, you can be a whole boy again. Pinocchio. Pinocchio joke. And your ear is just, you know, whatever. But the problem is delicate. I think that's what's really happening here. Incoming damage is increased, and also that Joker is a child, so they have a much smaller body. So their HP of stuff is already lower to begin with. Right? Like an ear isn't 10, it's 9, or whatever, 15, or, you know, your jaw is less. So you take more damage, and you have more delicate body parts and smaller body parts, which are easier to damage, and as a result, Joker's just getting absolutely annihilated by these threats. I mean, it's not my fault, but I do feel bad. And it's also bad that it's like always him. It's like, when in doubt, it's Joker. What's the threat? Oh, it's Joker. Food is a little tight, but not as bad as it was. We're about to get a giant windfall of rice. And actually, no, there's a lot of corn that has yet to be hauled. Which I want you constructing for the moment over research, so that we can remove some of the roofs and put stuff back. Could have been implanted by the Revenant? Yes, that is a possibility. Mysterious cargo. Stop it. Stop it. I don't believe in... I don't want any cubism up in here. Quit asking. So if I am going to build a kill box, I think it makes sense to have it west facing. Meaning something like this. This, not like that. Like, this is just an example. Where we have doors here that allows us to shoot out. So something like this, where like they have to come in through here and get shot at us by manually, and then like guns here. So if they're brawlers or scythers or something, we can like take cover behind cover here, and then if not, we can fall back to another spot. So like that's sort of the idea, roughed out once the area is cleared. Oof. Well, he's unconscious again. And these turrets were great in that last fight. plus the fight before. Actually, both fights. Once all the repairs are done, which will then go, of course, back to research. What a champ. She has survived far too much crap for a 17-year-old. A grand blueprint. 13 by 9. Not an unreasonable amount of material. If it gets damaged, we get a mech cluster, but that can actually be used to my advantage if we get raided by, like, humans. And then also this mech cluster has unstable power cells. The pikeman is the only thing that can shoot 40 plus if we do use smoke. So it would be possible to potentially try to research precision rifling and then take this apart systematically for the unstable power cells if we really want. The rewards, however, are freaking terrible. Oh my god. Well, alright, let's assume that we don't have to fight the mech cluster. The rewards are based upon the, like, 600 stone wood that we'd have to build it in. But do we want to accept this quest? This mission. It's up to you. They have pretty terrible rewards, if I do say so myself. Matt Olmo, is the Royal Tribute still here? They're not. So we're gonna have to hunker. Can't go outside, because I don't want to harm an animal if I can help it. So, inside time. Well, I don't think I need to leave the poll up that much longer, because everyone voted no. Sorry, your grand blueprint is not going to happen. Yeah, we could say yes to the power cells, but we have geothermal. Not only that, but if I needed more power, I have another geyser right here that is not far from my colony's footprint. So we could very easily add more. So I really don't think that that's like a big deal. I am going to put heal root back here now in this spot. And I'm gonna assume I'm gonna leave the gray flesh up. No, I'm gonna take it off. I don't think it's still here. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. So as far as terrain affordance goes, we might actually. I'm gonna quickly switch research projects for the advantage of the fences, where I'm gonna research heavy bridges, because if I want to march enemies through the slow walk speed marsh, I'm gonna need heavy bridges because light bridges won't keep the enemies out very effectively. So incorporating this section into heavy bridging, where it's something, now I'm gonna paint it a little bit more tightly, where I'm gonna have entryways like this, where they have to come down a tight corridor. And and then build a way for me to have a door here, like a plasteel auto door or uranium auto door or something like that, where I can take cover quickly back into the kill box, where then we have like a kill box hallway. Looking at terrain affordance, I could even do a kill box like that, where I have free access to this area here. Maybe this becomes more of a ranch or something. Enemies come in and are fed through a kill box entryway like here, that then leads to a deadfall trap corridor. if the turrets can't finish them off. So I kind of like this pattern. I don't see an issue with it. It lets me go in and out here quickly to use my guns. I'll have like another door here so I can exit it quickly. And then this is what, 20? This is actually 23 tiles, which is perfect for heavy SMGs. It's like the exact distance you would want for heavy SMGs. So we'll line it with like turrets and have like barricades for heavy SMGs at the bottom with deadfall trap corridor thereafter. It's a lot, but it also manages to avoid a vast majority of the low terrain affordance, except for where we need the marsh most. So I think it works. It also means that we do not need to mine that out. It's not necessary. Yep, cool. It's a lot. It's a lot. But heavy bridges should be pretty quick to research because it's not a high-tech project. We're just blowing through it. Ooh, some food. Look at that. It's actually looking like more than nothing. Alright, I think that almost done. It is. Animals, back to Hall. And everyone else, back to Avoid. Looks like we have a bit of a... so Joker, Mr. I love metal horror enthusiast. Go grab the Molotovs. I have some work for you. You cursed child. I mean, for real. What 10-year-old has to become a metal horror twice and lose body parts each time? Like, I should have a little bit more sympathy, but like, my god, man. Witch was not cursed. I think Joker is. And in order to get this this project done, I am going to mine kind of the bare minimum here. Okay, that was already queued up. And then eventually remove the other stuff we want to get rid of. It also means that we're going to need more cut stone. So... I might excavate like a little cubby hole for stone cutting in here and like wall it up. I haven't really used this area for much, but that might be a good use case. Put like a door in here, door in there, and then it's like inside. I don't even need to mine anything for that matter. Turtle, what are you even doing? Can you stop sitting on me? I know it's like the unpolluted zone and the Omu like want to move where it's unpolluted, but it's super weird that he's like, let me just be exactly where you are. So this is outdoors because, yeah, we don't have the other door. Now this is indoors, work speed 100%. And right next to all the granite. Perfect. And I also did a little bit of mining here so I can tool cabinet. So I'm going to like shove some tool cabinets in here. Because Because I have a lot of steel, and I might as well just, like, cut stone super fast. Because we got a big project on our hands. Oh, you still have the flu. Thanks. I wonder how much longer they're going to live. It's probably rude to say, but... It would also be good if I had a single point of entry into the colony. I don't really have to interact that much with the outside. Like occasionally carry like toxins or whatever, but I don't go out here for much reason. So if we had a single point of entry for the purpose of stopping site stealers and revenants and the like, would also be a really good addition. So that there's only one door, and then that's like the Manhunter, Site Stealer, Revenant door, and it keeps them from harassing us badly. Oh, yeah, I could put the butchery there. I butcher so infrequently, I don't really care. I've butchered like barely ever, which is why I'm not trying to like min-max butchery. But yes, the butchery could go there. I get that. Although it would make it a kitchen and not a workshop, so it would be actually a different problem. Alright, Joker, you're still working on the same parka? Why is it? Oh, it's inactive because of like a line of sight thing? Fine. Oh my god, there we go. What's wrong with you? You're hot? Well, if, alright, let's try to fix that. Shade cone time. Finish that parka, make a shade cone. We're gonna look super awesome. What? One left? Oh, come, Joker. Ha ha ha, you got me. Kids. So, bad temperature I don't really care about. Not a big deal. It's summer. I mean, it happens. And how wide is this? Do I want to... So let's make it... one wider. So it's an even number. So this will... It will be like this where they come ushering in from a center point. So then... It will be more designed like this instead. And then I could put like a little prison or hospital here if I really wanted to. And then this wall will come out one more. So there's a little bit of trade affordance issue there, but not too bad. And then I can just mine this one spot to get around to dump bodies or whatever. A little bit more mining. But not too much more. We really need to clean that up. That's gross. And I'm forcing Fangface to wash, and probably then to go eat a meal. just because I don't want them to have a mental break. And I'm not certain that they would do it for themselves. So we're halfway done with heavy bridges. And then once we get that done, I'll have Witch be on construction to start working towards the defensive walls. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld The Boundless Witch, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, viewers like you that support the channel, and everyone that made it out to the marathon in show of support. I hope to catch you a next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow survivors in the toxic wasteland.